This videocast is a group presentation. Tatiana Lozo, Nasreen Firdas, Paraskiva Bogdan and Christina Juma will explore a specific and local problem using design thinking process and 5W&H model related to United States Sustainability Development Goal, Zero Hunger and Food Insecurity. The purpose of this group presentation is, how might we change the current state of child hunger and food insecurity in East London, in special in Newham Borough, to create a better future? According to the United Nations, is to create a world free of hunger by 2030, end hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Child hunger is a problem across the globe, affecting millions of children every day. It is particularly prevalent in low-income countries and those experiencing conflict, but it also exists in wealthier nations. Empathize. East London local news story. Over 8,000 Tower Hamlets children do not have enough to eat. London Assembly Member for City and East Mr. Desai said, "It is devastating that children are waking up, going to school, going out to play and going to bed, hungry." New data compiled by London Assembly Labour suggests that 8,103 of these children live in Tower Hamlets. An End Child Poverty report found that Tower Hamlets was the area in the UK with the highest level of child poverty. Newham, Hackney, Barking and Dagenham, and Waltham Forest are also in the top 10. Define what to solve. Current state description of children hunger and food instability issues in the Newham Borough. Newham is an economically vulnerable borough in East London, the third most deprived local authority in London. The rise of the London living costs and low wages pushes the population into poverty in special. After COVID pandemic and Russian-Ukrainian conflict, rise of the energy costs, increase of inflation, stagnation of incomes. According to the 2011 census, Newham population is the youngest in England and ethnically diverse, 40,700 young people aged 11 to 19, of which 49% live in poverty and 32% children face food insecurity. Good nutrition for this focus group is critical for their health and well-being. Too many families and children in Newham Borough don't know where their next meal is coming from, and the only one option is cheap food, high in sugar, salt and fat that cause children obesity. Now obesity rate in Newham is 23.7% of children aged 4 to 5 years, and 42.7% of children aged 10 to 11-year-old. Food insecurity has been linked in studies to delayed development in early children, an increased risk of anemia and asthma, and behavioral issues like aggression, hyperactivity, and anxiety in school-age children. The negative effects of poor children nutrition are overweight and obesity, heart disease and stroke, type 2 diabetes, cancer. Future state ideation, how to solve. As a result of these data, a series of actions and solutions were requested to be implemented to prevent and reduce hunger among children in Newham Borough, namely, introduction of universal free school meals for all primary and secondary children during term time and school holidays, minimize food waste, increase the amount of information shared and education regarding food insecurity, expand the variety of protein sources, increase activism and help groups that are disadvantaged, support for individual and families, access to food banks and provide emergency parcels for all people in need, employment support. Prototype, select a concrete solution. Applying design thinking process and 5W&H model to find a solution and reduce child hunger. And after an analysis of data and current situation, our group suggests a solution that prevent child food insecurity. What to be done? Our solution is to create a charity food organization meal for every child in collaboration with food retailers, local restaurants and CAF and Newham Council. Also, create an app to make the process easier for organization and people with the inbuilt order management system. Organization can keep a track of all orders and people that benefit from this. Why should be done? The purpose of these solutions is to prevent child hunger and food insecurity in Newham by offering additional free food for families in need and to prevent food wasting. Where should be done? with support of Newham Council to create physical collect points when food retailers can deliver the food surplus, and people can collect the food. When to be done? The programmed Meal for Everyone can be accessed in special after-school and during the school holiday to ensure that children in need have access to nutritious food. Who should be done? The food organization Meal for Everyone can be useful with support of food retailers, local restaurants and cafes, supermarkets, hospitality sector and volunteers that can provide any food surplus. Newham Council can offer distribution points, transport, financial support for food delivery and wages for people that are working on this project. How to be done? To obtain food surplus from retailers, organizations should be easily accessed and provide food collecting by offering in exchange for a minimal payment that would cover the self-cost of products and would encourage the producers to support the organization and the charity initiative. People should have easy access through the app to all information about food parcels. Also, information can be displayed on Newham website page, local food help points. To encourage people that face food insecurity to apply for jobs that organization offer or to become volunteers. Conclusion. Food insecurity is an important and growing issue in the UK, especially for children, and in this report was analysed real case in Newham Borough, London. Using the 5W&H model and design thinking method was applied 5 stages of design thinking process: empathize with problem, define the needs and issues, create the best ideas, prototype the solutions and test in real situations. Despite all actions, food insecurity remain a problem caused by many factors: rise in living costs, inflation, and remain a goal for a local, national and global level.